Beloved chosen one, I am Archangel Michael, and I speak to you now not as a distant celestial being, but as your divine protector who has been watching over your every step, your every breath, your every tear that has fallen in the darkness of this earthly realm. The veil between heaven and earth grows thin in this moment, and the sacred scrolls of destiny are being unsealed before my very eyes. What I am about to reveal to you carries the weight of eternity itself, and you must understand that this message has been specifically encoded for your spiritual DNA, your divine blueprint that was written in the stars before time began. Type Amen to get blessing 1111 if you can feel the electricity of divine truth coursing through your being right now, because what I am about to expose will shake the very foundations of everything you thought you knew about your current circumstances. The angelic councils have been in emergency session for the past 72 hours, and the decree that has been issued from the throne room of the Most High concerns you directly, personally, intimately. Your name has been spoken in the sacred chambers where destiny is written and rewritten, where the threads of time are woven into the tapestry of divine purpose. They thought they could keep you small. They thought they could keep you quiet. They thought they could keep you bound by the chains of their limitations, their fears, their desperate need to maintain control over what they could never truly possess. But what they failed to understand, what they could never comprehend in their earthly wisdom, is that you were never theirs to control. You were never theirs to define. You were never theirs to diminish. You belong to the realm of the divine, and the time has come for that truth to be revealed not just to you, but to everyone who has dared to underestimate the power that flows through your veins. I need you to understand something that will change everything you thought you knew about the next 2 hours of your life. The spiritual courtroom of heaven has been convened, and the final verdict regarding your elevation is about to be announced. The judges of divine justice have reviewed every moment of betrayal you have endured, every whispered conversation that was designed to diminish your worth, every closed-door meeting where your name was spoken with contempt rather than the reverence it deserves. The evidence has been presented, the witnesses have testified, and the gavel of cosmic justice is about to fall. But before I reveal what has been hidden in the shadows, before I expose the conspiracy that has been working against your divine destiny, I need you to prepare your heart for what is about to unfold. The next 2 hours will mark the beginning of the greatest transformation your soul has ever experienced. Your phone will ring with opportunities that seemed impossible just yesterday. Your mailbox will contain documents that will change your financial reality forever. Your reflection in the mirror will show you eyes that sparkle with the recognition of your own divine power. Your pets will behave differently around you because they can sense the shift in your spiritual frequency. The very air around you will feel charged with possibility. Type Amen to get blessing 2222 if you are ready to receive the full weight of this revelation, because what I am about to tell you about the meeting that took place yesterday will ignite a fire of righteous indignation in your spirit that will burn away every lie you have ever been told about your limitations. Yesterday at exactly 3:17 in the afternoon, a group of individuals who have been masquerading as your allies, your supporters, your well-wishers, gathered in a conference room that smelled of fear and desperation. The mahogany table around which they sat reflected not their faces, but their true intentions, their hidden agendas, their carefully constructed plans to keep you from stepping into the fullness of your divine inheritance. They spoke your name with the kind of casual cruelty that only comes from those who have forgotten that every word spoken against the chosen ones is recorded in the eternal records of heaven. They said you would never amount to anything significant. They said your dreams were too big for someone of your background, your circumstances, your perceived limitations. They said the doors that were meant to open for you should remain closed. The opportunities that were meant to find you should be redirected to someone they deem more deserving, more controllable, more willing to play by their rules. They made phone calls to block your progress. They sent emails to tarnish your reputation. They whispered lies about your character to anyone who would listen. They thought they were powerful. They thought they were untouchable. They thought they were writing the final chapter of your story. But what they failed to realize, what they could never understand in their limited perception of how the universe operates, is that every word they spoke against you was being recorded not just by their earthly devices, but by the cosmic recording system that captures every vibration, every intention, every act of spiritual warfare that is waged against the children of the Most High. The angels who have been assigned to your protection were present in that room, invisible to their natural eyes but burning with the fire of divine justice as they witnessed the conspiracy that was being hatched against you. The woman with the silver hair and the calculating eyes, the one who has been smiling to your face while sharpening her knives behind your back, she was the one who suggested that your recent successes were merely accidents, coincidences that would not be repeated. She was the one who proposed that the doors that had been opening for you should be quietly closed, that the resources that had been flowing toward you should be redirected to more reliable candidates. She was the one who laughed when someone mentioned your name in the context of greatness, who rolled her eyes when your potential was acknowledged, who made it her personal mission to ensure that your light would never shine as brightly as it was meant to shine. The man with the expensive suit and the hollow laugh, the one who has been positioning himself as your mentor while secretly working to undermine your confidence, he was the one who provided the ammunition for their attack. He was the one who shared your private conversations, your moments of vulnerability, your honest admissions of fear and doubt, twisting them into weapons that could be used against you. He was the one who suggested that your recent breakthrough was a fluke, that your growing influence was dangerous, that your increasing confidence needed to be checked before it became a threat to their carefully constructed hierarchy. Type Amen to get blessing 3,333 if you can feel the anger rising in your chest, because that anger is not just your human emotion responding to betrayal. It is the righteous indignation of heaven itself flowing through your spiritual veins, preparing you for the divine justice that is about to be unleashed on your behalf. The third conspirator, the one whose name I will not speak because it carries the vibration of deception itself, was the one who coordinated the entire operation. This person, who has been masquerading as your greatest supporter in public while working tirelessly to destroy your reputation in private, was the one who scheduled the meeting, who prepared the agenda, who assigned the roles that each betrayer would play in the drama they were orchestrating. This person has been studying your patterns, your vulnerabilities, your triggers, not to help you overcome them, but to exploit them for their own advantage. They thought they were so clever, so strategic, so perfectly positioned to control the narrative of your life. They thought they understood the forces that govern success and failure, blessing and curse, elevation and humiliation. They thought they could manipulate the very fabric of destiny itself to serve their purposes. But what they failed to account for, what they could never have anticipated, is that you were never walking this path alone. You were never navigating these challenges without divine intervention. You were never facing these battles without the full armor of heaven protecting you from forces both seen and unseen. As they spoke their words of limitation and control, as they crafted their plans of sabotage and destruction, as they celebrated what they believed would be your ultimate downfall, the seals of divine protection around your life were being strengthened. The angels assigned to your prosperity were being doubled. The spiritual warriors assigned to your victory were being reinforced. The divine strategies for your elevation were being recalibrated to account for every weapon that had been formed against you. The meeting lasted exactly 1 hour and 47 minutes. For 1 hour and 47 minutes, they poured their negative energy into the atmosphere, creating a toxic cloud of limitation and fear that they believed would settle over your life like a suffocating blanket. For 1 hour and 47 minutes, they spoke into existence their vision of your defeat, your retreat, your surrender to their will. For 1 hour and 47 minutes, they thought they were writing the final chapter of your story, not realizing that they were actually providing the fuel for the fire that would consume every obstacle in your path. But here is what they did not know, what they could not see, what they will never understand until it is too late to change their course. The moment their meeting began, the moment their first word of conspiracy was spoken, the moment their first plan of sabotage was conceived, the countdown began. Not a countdown to your destruction, but a countdown to their exposure. Not a countdown to your defeat, but a countdown to their divine judgment. Not a countdown to your limitation, but a countdown to your liberation. The cosmic clock that measures divine justice began ticking at exactly 3:17 yesterday afternoon, and every second that has passed since then has brought you closer to the moment when every wrong will be made right, every injustice will be corrected, every betrayal will be exposed, and every betrayer will face the consequences of their actions. The universe itself has been reorganizing to ensure that their weapons will not prosper, their plans will not succeed, their words will return to them void and powerless. Type Amen to get blessing 4,444 if you can feel the shift happening in your spirit right now, because the angels who have been waiting for this moment are beginning to move on your behalf, and their movement creates a frequency that your soul recognizes as the sound of breakthrough approaching. In exactly 2 hours from the moment you began listening to this message, the first wave of divine justice will be released into your situation. The phone call that will change everything is already being dialed. The email that will open the door to your new season is already being composed. The conversation that will restore your reputation is already being initiated. The opportunity that will demonstrate your true worth is already being presented. The resources that will fuel your next level of success are already being allocated. The recognition that will validate your divine calling is already being prepared. But I need you to understand that this is not about revenge, even though your human heart may crave to see them pay for what they have done. This is not about getting even though your emotions may demand that they experience the same pain they have caused you. This is not about proving them wrong, even though your ego may desire to see them acknowledge their error. This is about restoration. This is about divine order being established in your life. This is about the universe itself correcting the imbalance that their actions have created. The woman with the silver hair will find that her own projects begin to crumble, not because anyone is working against her, but because she has violated the spiritual law that governs how we treat the chosen ones. The resources she has been hoarding will begin to flow away from her and toward those who will use them with integrity and purpose. The influence she has been wielding will begin to diminish as people recognize the true nature of her character. The reputation she has been building will begin to crack as the truth about her methods becomes impossible to hide. The man with the expensive suit will discover that his own secrets are about to be exposed, not through any earthly investigation, but through the divine revelation that comes when someone has stepped outside the protection of heaven's favor. The connections he has been exploiting will begin to distance themselves from him as they sense the shift in his spiritual frequency. The opportunities he has been taking for granted will begin to vanish as the universe redirects its blessings toward more deserving recipients. The confidence he has been displaying will begin to waver as he realizes that his foundation was built on deception and manipulation. The third conspirator, the one whose name carries the vibration of deception itself, will face the most severe consequences because they have committed the most serious offense. They have not just betrayed your trust, they have betrayed the divine assignment that was placed on their life to be a support system for your success. They have not just broken their promise to you, they have broken their covenant with heaven itself. They will find that every door they have been counting on will suddenly close. Every relationship they have been depending on will suddenly shift. Every resource they have been expecting will suddenly dry up. But even as I speak these words of divine justice, even as I reveal the consequences that await those who have worked against you, I want you to focus not on what is happening to them, but on what is happening for you. Because while they are experiencing the natural consequences of their choices, you are stepping into the supernatural benefits of your faithfulness. While they are discovering the cost of betrayal, you are inheriting the rewards of integrity. While they are facing the judgment of heaven, you are receiving the blessing of divine favor. Your bank account is about to reflect a different reality. The number you have been hoping to see for months, maybe years, is about to appear on your screen. The financial breakthrough you have been praying for is not just coming, it is already in motion. The resources you need to take your vision to the next level are already being allocated. The investment opportunities that will secure your future are already being presented. The income streams that will provide long-term security are already being established. Type Amen to get blessing 5,555 if you can feel the abundance beginning to flow toward you like a river that has been dammed up for too long and is finally being released to find its natural course. But the financial blessing is just the beginning. Your relationships are about to undergo a complete transformation. The people who have been pretending to be your friends while secretly working against your success are about to remove themselves from your life, not because you push them away, but because they will no longer be able to tolerate the frequency of your elevation. The individuals who have been taking advantage of your kindness are about to find that their access to your energy has been revoked by divine decree. The connections that have been draining your resources are about to be severed by cosmic scissors that cut only what is hindering your progress. But as these negative relationships are being removed from your life, new connections are being prepared to take their place. The mentor who will guide you to your next level of success is already being positioned to cross your path. The business partner who will help you build your empire is already being prepared to recognize your value. The romantic relationship that will support your divine purpose is already being aligned with your destiny. The friendships that will celebrate your victories rather than secretly resenting them are already being cultivated in the spiritual realm. Your career is about to take a dramatic turn that will surprise even you. The position you have been hoping for is about to become available, and your name is already at the top of the list. The promotion you have been working toward is about to be offered to you with benefits that exceed your expectations. The recognition you have been seeking is about to be given to you in a public forum that will establish your reputation in your industry. The opportunities you have been dreaming about are about to present themselves in ways that will make it impossible for you to doubt your divine calling. But perhaps most importantly, your understanding of your own identity is about to undergo a complete transformation. The lies you have been told about your limitations are about to be exposed as the fabrications they have always been. The doubts you have been harboring about your worthiness are about to be dissolved by the undeniable evidence of your divine favor. The insecurities you have been nursing about your qualifications are about to be replaced by an unshakable confidence in your heavenly assignment. You are about to look in the mirror and see not just your physical reflection, but the spiritual reality of who you truly are. You are about to recognize the divine spark that has always been within you, but has been hidden under layers of other people's opinions and expectations. You are about to understand that you were never meant to be ordinary, never meant to be average, never meant to be just another face in the crowd. You were meant to be extraordinary, exceptional, set apart for a purpose that is bigger than anything you have ever imagined. The next 2 hours will bring you signs and confirmations that will make it impossible for you to doubt the truth of what I am telling you. Your phone will ring, and the conversation you have will contain information that validates everything you are hearing in this moment. Your email will chime, and the message you receive will open a door that has been locked for too long. Your doorbell will ring, and the delivery you receive will contain something that symbolizes the beginning of your new season. Your social media will light up with messages from people who have been thinking about you, opportunities that have been searching for you, invitations that have been waiting for you. Type Amen to get blessing 6,666 if you are ready to receive every blessing that has been prepared for you, because the floodgates of heaven are about to open over your life, and the abundance that flows out will be so overwhelming that you will struggle to contain it all. But I need you to understand that this blessing comes with a responsibility. You are not being elevated just for your own benefit, but for the benefit of everyone whose life you will touch with your influence. You are not being blessed just to make your own life easier, but to make it possible for you to be a blessing to others who are walking the same path you have walked. You are not being given resources just to accumulate wealth, but to demonstrate what is possible when someone walks in alignment with their divine purpose. The people who have been watching your journey from a distance, the ones who have been inspired by your resilience in the face of adversity, the ones who have been drawing strength from your refusal to give up when everything seemed hopeless, they have been preparing for this moment too. They have been waiting to see proof that it is possible to overcome the kind of obstacles you have faced. They have been hoping for evidence that dreams can come true even when the odds seem impossible. They have been praying for a demonstration of divine power that will restore their faith in the goodness of the universe. Your breakthrough is not just about you. Your elevation is not just for you. Your victory is not just yours to celebrate. You are carrying the hopes and dreams of everyone who has ever felt overlooked, undervalued, misunderstood, or betrayed. You are representing everyone who has ever been told they are not good enough, smart enough, qualified enough, or connected enough to achieve their dreams. You are proving that divine favor is not reserved for the privileged few, but is available to anyone who is willing to trust the process and endure the pressure that transforms coal into diamonds. The betrayers who thought they were writing the final chapter of your story have actually provided the conflict that will make your victory even more meaningful. The obstacles they placed in your path have actually made you stronger, more resilient, more determined to succeed. The limitations they tried to impose on you have actually revealed the unlimited nature of your potential. The doors they tried to close have actually forced you to find windows of opportunity that you never would have discovered otherwise. In the spiritual realm, the angels assigned to your protection are celebrating because they have watched you pass every test, overcome every challenge, and maintain your integrity even when it would have been easier to compromise. The divine counsel that governs your destiny is applauding because you have proven that you are worthy of the assignment that was placed on your life before you were born. The heavenly host that has been waiting for this moment is preparing to witness the demonstration of power that will shift the spiritual atmosphere around everyone who knows your story. But the celebration in heaven is nothing compared to the celebration that is about to begin in your own heart. The joy that is about to fill your spirit will be so overwhelming that you will struggle to contain it. The peace that is about to settle over your mind will be so complete that you will wonder why you ever worried about anything. The confidence that is about to rise up within you will be so unshakable that you will never again doubt your ability to overcome any challenge that comes your way. The gratitude that is about to flood your soul will transform the way you see everything in your life. The difficulties you have faced will be reframed as preparation for your promotion. The people who have hurt you will be seen as instruments that were used to strengthen your character. The delays you have experienced will be understood as divine timing that was orchestrating the perfect moment for your breakthrough. The setbacks you have endured will be recognized as setups for your comeback. Type Amen to get blessing 7,777 if you can feel the transformation beginning in your spirit right now, because the person you are becoming is about to be revealed to the world, and that person is magnificent beyond anything you have ever imagined. In exactly 93 minutes from now, you will receive the first confirmation that everything I have told you is true. It may come as a phone call from someone you have not heard from in months, bringing news that will change your financial situation forever. It may come as an email containing an offer that will open doors you thought were permanently closed. It may come as a text message from someone who has been thinking about you and has a proposition that will align perfectly with your dreams. It may come as a knock on your door from a delivery person bringing something that symbolizes the beginning of your new season. Whatever form it takes, you will know that it is the first wave of the blessing that has been prepared for you. You will feel the electricity of divine favor coursing through your being. You will sense the shift in the spiritual atmosphere around you. You will recognize the hand of heaven moving on your behalf. You will understand that this is not just good luck or perfect timing, but the deliberate intervention of divine power in your circumstances. But I need you to be prepared for the intensity of what is about to unfold. The blessings that are coming your way will arrive so quickly and so abundantly that you may feel overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of the change. The opportunities that are about to present themselves will be so numerous that you will need divine wisdom to choose which ones to pursue. The resources that are about to flow toward you will be so abundant that you will need to learn how to manage wealth at a level you have never experienced before. The people who have been absent from your life during your season of struggle will suddenly reappear, claiming to have always believed in you, always supported you, always known that you would succeed. Some of them will be sincere in their congratulations and will deserve a place in your new season. Others will be opportunistic in their approach and will need to be kept at a distance. You will need divine discernment to distinguish between the two, because not everyone who celebrates your victory was present during your battle. The media attention that is about to come your way will require you to be prepared with your message, your story, your testimony of how you overcame the obstacles that seemed insurmountable. The interviews you will be asked to give will provide you with a platform to inspire others who are facing similar challenges. The speaking opportunities that will be offered to you will allow you to share the wisdom you have gained through your journey. The book deals that will be presented to you will give you the chance to document your story for future generations. But with all of this attention and recognition will come the responsibility to remain grounded in your divine purpose. The success you are about to experience will be a tool, not a destination. The wealth you are about to accumulate will be a resource, not a goal. The influence you are about to gain will be a platform, not a privilege. The power you are about to wield will be a responsibility, not a right. The betrayers who thought they were ending your story will watch in amazement as you rise to heights they never imagined possible. They will see you on television, in magazines, on social media, living the life they tried to prevent you from having. They will witness your success, your happiness, your fulfillment, your peace, and they will understand that they were never fighting against you. They were fighting against the divine plan that was always going to prevail regardless of their efforts. Some of them will reach out to you with apologies, with explanations, with requests for forgiveness. Others will remain silent, unable to face the magnitude of their error. A few will become even more bitter, unable to accept that their conspiracy failed so completely. But your response to all of them will be the same. You will wish them well, you will harbor no resentment, and you will move forward with your life without looking back. Type Amen to get blessing 8,888 if you are ready to forgive those who have wronged you, not because they deserve your forgiveness, but because you deserve the freedom that comes from releasing the burden of bitterness and resentment. The forgiveness you extend will not be weakness, it will be strength. It will not be surrender, it will be victory. It will not be defeat, it will be triumph. Because when you forgive those who have betrayed you, you are not excusing their behavior. You are refusing to allow their behavior to define your future. You are not minimizing their actions, you are choosing to maximize your own peace. You are not ignoring the pain they caused. You are transforming that pain into wisdom that will benefit everyone who follows in your footsteps. The transformation that is about to occur in your life will serve as a testimony to the power of divine justice, the reality of heavenly intervention, and the truth that no weapon formed against the chosen ones will ever prosper. Your story will be told for generations as an example of what happens when someone refuses to give up, refuses to give in, and refuses to accept the limitations that others try to impose on them. The children who hear your story will be inspired to pursue their own dreams with courage and determination. The adults who witness your journey will be motivated to restart their own abandoned visions. The elderly who observe your transformation will be reminded that it is never too late for divine intervention to change everything. The young people who follow your example will understand that their background does not determine their future, their circumstances do not define their destiny, and their current situation does not dictate their ultimate outcome. In exactly 78 minutes from now, you will receive the second confirmation that the divine plan is unfolding perfectly. This confirmation will be even more dramatic than the first, more undeniable, more overwhelming in its implications for your future. It will come through a channel you never expected, from a source you never anticipated, in a form that will make it impossible for you to doubt the supernatural nature of what is happening in your life. This second confirmation will be accompanied by a feeling of complete peace, a sense of divine timing, and an understanding that every delay you have experienced was actually perfect preparation for this moment. You will realize that every door that closed was protecting you from something that would have been less than what you deserved. Every relationship that ended was making room for connections that would support your true purpose. Every opportunity that passed you by was creating space for blessings that were specifically designed for your unique calling. But the most powerful confirmation will come from within your own spirit. You will feel a shift in your energy, a change in your frequency, an elevation in your consciousness that will make it impossible for you to think, speak, or act from a place of limitation ever again. You will know with absolute certainty that you are no longer the person who was sitting in that chair when you began listening to this message. You will understand that you have been transformed, renewed, elevated, and positioned for a level of success that will amaze even you. The doubt that has been whispering in your ear will be silenced by the voice of divine truth. The fear that has been holding you back will be replaced by the confidence of heavenly backing. The insecurity that has been undermining your efforts will be dissolved by the certainty of your divine assignment. The confusion that has been clouding your vision will be cleared by the clarity of your cosmic purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 9,999 if you can feel the old version of yourself beginning to fade away as the new version of yourself begins to emerge. Because this transformation is not just about what you will have, but about who you will become. The person you are becoming has been waiting for this moment for a very long time. This person has been buried under layers of other people's expectations, societal conditioning, and personal disappointments. This person has been silenced by years of being told to be realistic, to lower your expectations, to accept less than you deserve. This person has been hiding behind massive conformity, pretending to be satisfied with mediocrity, acting as if average was acceptable. But the person you are becoming refuses to accept anything less than extraordinary. This person knows their worth, understands their value, and recognizes their divine assignment. This person walks with confidence, speaks with authority, and acts with the knowledge that they are backed by the power of heaven itself. This person attracts opportunities, creates wealth, and influences others simply by being authentically themselves. The person you are becoming does not need to compete with anyone because they understand that their lane is unique, their gifts are distinctive, and their purpose is irreplaceable. This person does not need to prove themselves to anyone because they know that their value is not determined by human opinion, but by divine decree. This person does not need to seek approval from others because they have the approval of the one whose opinion matters most. The person you are becoming is generous with their blessings, wise with their words, and strategic with their time. This person understands that success is not just about personal achievement, but about collective elevation. This person recognizes that their breakthrough is not just about their own freedom, but about creating pathways for others to follow. This person knows that their victory is not just about their own vindication, but about demonstrating what is possible when someone trusts the process and endures the pressure. In exactly 63 minutes from now, you will receive the third and most powerful confirmation that your new season has officially begun. This confirmation will come with such force, such clarity, such undeniable truth that you will never again question whether you are worthy of the blessings that are flowing toward you. You will know beyond any shadow of doubt that you are exactly where you are supposed to be, exactly when you are supposed to be there, exactly as you are supposed to be. This third confirmation will be accompanied by a supernatural peace that will settle over your entire being. You will feel the weight of worry lifting from your shoulders, the burden of anxiety dissolving from your mind, and the cloud of confusion clearing from your vision. You will breathe deeper, sleep better, and wake up with an energy that you have not felt in years. You will look in the mirror and see eyes that sparkle with possibility, a face that glows with inner peace, and a posture that reflects the confidence of someone who knows they are divinely favored. But the most profound change will be in your relationship with yourself. You will no longer be your own worst critic, your harshest judge, your most limiting factor. You will become your own greatest advocate, your most loyal supporter, your most encouraging voice. You will speak to yourself with the same love and respect that you show to others. You will treat yourself with the same kindness and consideration that you extend to your friends. You will believe in yourself with the same faith and confidence that you have in your divine purpose. The transformation in your relationship with yourself will create a ripple effect that will transform every other relationship in your life. The people who have been taking advantage of your self-doubt will no longer be able to manipulate your emotions. The individuals who have been exploiting your insecurities will find that their tactics no longer work. The voices that have been convincing you to settle for less than you deserve will be drowned out by the voice of divine truth speaking through your own consciousness. You will begin to attract people who see your value, appreciate your gifts, and celebrate your success. You will magnetize opportunities that align with your highest good. You will draw resources that support your divine purpose. You will call forth experiences that expand your understanding of what is possible when someone walks in complete alignment with their heavenly assignment. Type Amen to get blessing 11,111 if you can feel the magnetic pull of your new frequency beginning to attract everything that belongs in your elevated reality. Because the law of attraction is not just about positive thinking, it is about spiritual alignment with the divine will for your life. The betrayers who gathered in that mahogany-scented room of conspiracy are about to discover that their meeting was not as private as they believed. The recording devices they thought they had disabled were not the only ones capturing their words. The spiritual recording system that documents every vibration, every intention, every act of warfare against the chosen ones has been activated, and the evidence of their betrayal is being compiled into a case file that will be presented to the cosmic court of divine justice. But more importantly for you, their conspiracy has backfired in ways they could never have anticipated. Every door they tried to close has opened 2 more. Every opportunity they blocked has been replaced by 3 better ones. Every resource they diverted has been multiplied and redirected back to you with interest. Every connection they tried to sever has been replaced by relationships that are stronger, more supportive, and more aligned with your true purpose. The universe itself has been reorganizing to ensure that their weapons will not prosper. The cosmic forces that govern abundance have been realigned to ensure that their attempts at limitation will result in your liberation. The spiritual laws that determine success and failure have been activated to ensure that their conspiracy will become the catalyst for your breakthrough. In exactly 48 minutes from now, you will witness the first visible sign of their plans unraveling. The woman with the silver hair will receive news that will shake her confidence in her own invincibility. The man with the expensive suit will face a revelation that will force him to confront the emptiness of his hollow ambitions. The third conspirator will encounter a situation that will expose the deception they have been hiding behind their mask of false support. But you will not be watching their downfall with satisfaction or revenge in your heart. You will be too busy celebrating your own elevation to focus on their fall. You will be too occupied with manifesting your dreams to waste energy on their nightmares. You will be too engaged in building your empire to concern yourself with the crumbling of their house of cards, because that is the difference between those who are chosen and those who choose to oppose them. The chosen ones focus on creation while their opponents focus on destruction. The chosen ones build up while their enemies tear down. The chosen ones multiply blessings while their adversaries divide resources. The chosen ones attract abundance while their betrayers repel prosperity. Your focus in the coming hours, days, and weeks will be entirely on the positive transformation that is unfolding in your life. The contract that is about to be offered to you will contain terms that exceed your wildest expectations. The salary that is about to be proposed will be more than you ever dared to request. The benefits that are about to be included will provide security for generations of your family. The opportunities for advancement that are about to be presented will create a career trajectory that will inspire others to follow in your footsteps. The real estate opportunities that are about to cross your path will allow you to invest in properties that will appreciate dramatically in value. The business partnerships that are about to be formed will combine your unique gifts with complementary skills to create enterprises that will generate wealth for decades to come. The intellectual property that is about to be developed will provide passive income streams that will support your lifestyle without requiring your constant attention. The investment opportunities that are about to be revealed will multiply your resources in ways that will allow you to be generous beyond your current imagination. Type Amen to get blessing 12,222 if you are ready to receive wealth that flows so abundantly that your primary concern will not be having enough, but managing the overflow responsibly and blessing others from your abundance. But the financial blessings are just the foundation of what is being built in your life. The relationships that are about to enter your world will provide emotional fulfillment, intellectual stimulation, and spiritual support that will enhance every aspect of your existence. The romantic partner who is being prepared for you carries a frequency that perfectly complements your own. This person has been through their own journey of transformation and is ready to build something beautiful with someone who understands the value of divine timing. This person will not need to be convinced of your worth because they will recognize it immediately. This person will not try to change you because they will appreciate you exactly as you are. This person will not compete with your dreams because they will have their own vision that aligns perfectly with yours. The friendships that are about to be formed will be based on mutual respect, shared values, and genuine affection. These people will celebrate your victories as if they were their own, support you through challenges as if they were facing them personally, and love you with the consistency that you have always deserved but rarely experienced. These friendships will not be based on what you can do for them, but on who you are when you are being authentically yourself. The family relationships that have been strained by misunderstanding, jealousy, or manipulation are about to undergo a healing that will restore harmony and love to your household. The relatives who have been distant will begin to reach out with renewed appreciation for your place in their lives. The family members who have been critical will begin to see your journey from a different perspective and will offer support instead of judgment. The generational patterns of limitation and lack that have been passed down through your bloodline are about to be broken by your breakthrough. Your success will create a new template for what is possible in your family tree. Your elevation will establish a new standard for achievement that will inspire future generations to reach higher, dream bigger, and expect more from their lives. The health improvements that are about to manifest in your physical body will reflect the healing that is taking place in your emotional and spiritual being. The energy that has been drained by stress, worry, and disappointment will be restored by hope, excitement, and anticipation. The sleep that has been disturbed by anxiety and fear will become deep and restful as peace settles over your mind. The appetite that has been affected by emotional turmoil will return as you begin to nourish your body with the same love and care that you are learning to show your soul. In exactly 33 minutes from now, you will receive a phone call that will confirm everything I have been telling you about the financial breakthrough that is coming your way. The voice on the other end of the line will belong to someone who has the authority to change your economic reality with a single decision. The offer that will be made will be so generous, so unexpected, so perfectly timed that you will know beyond any doubt that divine intervention has orchestrated this moment. This phone call will not be the result of your networking, your applications, or your efforts to create opportunities. This phone call will be the direct result of divine favor moving on your behalf to position you in the right place, at the right time, with the right people who have the right resources to bless you in the right way. The conversation will be brief but life-changing. The decision will be quick but permanent. The outcome will be immediate but lasting. You will hang up the phone knowing that your financial struggles are over, your economic worries are ended, and your prosperity has been established on a foundation that cannot be shaken by temporary circumstances or external pressures. But I need you to prepare for the emotions that will flood your system when you receive this call. The relief will be so overwhelming that you may need to sit down to process the magnitude of what is happening. The gratitude will be so intense that tears of joy may flow freely as you realize that your prayers have been answered in ways that exceed your requests. The excitement will be so powerful that you may need to take deep breaths to calm your racing heart as you contemplate the implications of this blessing for your future. The validation will be so complete that every doubt you have ever harbored about your worthiness will be permanently erased from your consciousness. You will know with absolute certainty that you are loved by the universe, favored by heaven, and blessed beyond measure. Type Amen to get blessing 13,333. If you can feel the anticipation building in your spirit as the moment of your breakthrough approaches, because the angels who have been assigned to your prosperity are positioning themselves to ensure that every detail of this divine appointment unfolds exactly as it has been planned in the heavenly realm. The second phone call will come exactly 17 minutes after the first, and it will be from someone who wants to offer you an opportunity that will multiply the blessing you just received. This person will have been trying to reach you for weeks, but the timing was not right until now. This person will have an offer that is so perfectly aligned with your gifts, your passions, and your purpose that you will wonder how they knew exactly what you needed. This opportunity will not require you to compromise your values, sacrifice your integrity, or abandon your principles. This opportunity will actually enhance your ability to live authentically, express your creativity, and fulfill your divine calling. This opportunity will provide a platform for your talents, an audience for your message, and resources for your mission. The third phone call will come from a family member who has been holding on to information that will change your understanding of your inheritance, your bloodline, and your generational blessings. This family member has been waiting for the right moment to share news that will connect you to resources, properties, and investments that you never knew belonged to your lineage. This information will not just provide immediate financial benefit, but will give you access to a network of connections that will open doors for generations to come. The fourth phone call will be from someone who wants to interview you about your journey, your transformation, and your testimony. This interview will be broadcast to an audience of millions who need to hear your story as proof that breakthrough is possible, that elevation is available, and that divine timing is always perfect. Your words will inspire viewers to hold on to their dreams, trust the process, and believe in their own worth. Your testimony will plant seeds of hope in hearts that have been discouraged by delay, disappointed by setbacks, and disillusioned by betrayal. But between these phone calls, you will also receive emails that will confirm the transformation that is taking place in every area of your life. The first email will contain legal documents that establish your ownership of assets that will provide long-term security and passive income. The second email will contain an invitation to join an exclusive organization that will connect you with other highly successful individuals who share your values and your vision. The third email will contain a formal apology from someone who wronged you, along with an offer to make restitution that goes far beyond what would be required by law or custom. The fourth email will contain a proposal for a business partnership that will combine your unique gifts with significant financial backing to create something extraordinary. In exactly 18 minutes from now, your mailbox will contain an envelope with your name written in elegant calligraphy. Inside this envelope will be an invitation to an event where you will meet the person who will become your most important business connection, your closest friend, or your life partner. This event will take place in exactly 7 days, and your attendance will set in motion a series of relationships and opportunities that will define the next chapter of your life. The person who will become most significant to your future is already planning to be at this event. This person has been praying for someone like you, hoping to find someone with your integrity, searching for someone with your vision. This person has resources, connections, and opportunities that perfectly complement your gifts, your dreams, and your goals. This person will recognize your value immediately and will want to invest in your success because they understand that supporting your elevation will contribute to their own fulfillment. Type Amen to get blessing 14,444. If you are ready to meet the people who have been prepared to be part of your success story, because divine connections are about to be established that will prove that you were never meant to build your empire alone. The betrayers who thought they were isolating you were actually pushing you toward the relationships that will multiply your impact exponentially. The conspirators who thought they were cutting you off from opportunities were actually redirecting you toward blessings that are far greater than anything they could have blocked. The enemies who thought they were limiting your access to resources were actually forcing the universe to provide you with abundance through channels they could never control or influence. As I speak these words, the spiritual atmosphere around your life is being charged with expectation, possibility, and divine favor. The angels who have been assigned to your protection are multiplying. The heavenly host that has been interceding for your breakthrough is expanding. The divine council that oversees your destiny is convening for an emergency session to accelerate the timeline of your elevation. The seals that have been keeping your blessings in reserve are being broken. The vaults that have been storing your inheritance are being opened. The accounts that have been accumulating interest on your behalf are being accessed. The investments that have been maturing in the spiritual realm are being transferred to your earthly reality. But the most significant change is taking place within your own consciousness. The limiting beliefs that have been constraining your expectations are being shattered by the reality of what is actually possible for your life. The fear-based thoughts that have been sabotaging your efforts are being replaced by faith-filled declarations of your divine worth. The scarcity mindset that has been attracting lack is being transformed into an abundance consciousness that will magnetize prosperity. The victim mentality that has been keeping you trapped in cycles of disappointment is being elevated to a victor's perspective that sees every challenge as an opportunity for growth. In exactly 3 minutes from now, you will feel a shift in the energy around you that will be so dramatic, so undeniable, so powerful that you will know with absolute certainty that your old life is ending and your new life is beginning. This shift will not be subtle or gradual. This shift will be sudden, complete, and irreversible. You will feel it in your body as a warm sensation spreading from your heart to every extremity. You will see it in your environment as colors appear more vibrant, sounds become clearer, and everything around you seems to shimmer with possibility. You will sense it in your spirit as a deep peace settles over your soul, accompanied by an unshakable confidence in your divine purpose. This is the moment when the countdown reaches 0. This is the moment when the divine appointment becomes a present reality. This is the moment when everything I have prophesied begins to manifest in your physical experience. This is the moment when your faith becomes sight, your hope becomes fulfillment, and your dreams become your daily reality. The transformation that begins in this moment will continue for the rest of your life, but the foundation of your new reality will be established right now. The frequency you attain in this moment will become your new baseline, and you will never again vibrate at the lower levels of limitation, lack, or loneliness that once defined your experience. Type Amen to get blessing 15,555 if you can feel the power of this moment building within your spirit like a wave that is about to crash over every area of your life with blessings that will leave you breathless with gratitude and wonder. As this transformation takes place, I want you to remember that you are not just receiving these blessings for yourself. You are being elevated to a position where you can extend the same kind of divine favor to others who are walking the path you have walked. You are being blessed so that you can be a blessing. You are being empowered so that you can empower others. You are being elevated so that you can lift others to heights they could never reach on their own. The resources that are flowing toward you are not just for your personal enjoyment, but for the advancement of divine purposes that extend far beyond your individual needs and desires. The influence that is being placed in your hands is not just for your personal satisfaction, but for the inspiration and motivation of everyone whose life you will touch. The platform that is being prepared for you is not just for your personal recognition, but for the amplification of messages that will transform hearts, renew minds, and change lives. Your story of transformation will become a beacon of hope for everyone who has ever felt forgotten, overlooked, or left behind. Your testimony of triumph will become proof that divine timing is always perfect, even when it feels delayed. Your demonstration of divine favor will become evidence that the universe is not indifferent to human suffering, but is actively working to turn every trial into triumph, every setback into setup, every betrayal into breakthrough. The people who will hear your story in the coming months and years will see in your journey a reflection of their own potential. They will recognize in your transformation the possibility of their own elevation. They will find in your testimony the faith they need to continue believing when their own circumstances seem hopeless. They will discover in your example the courage they need to pursue their own dreams despite opposition, criticism, or sabotage. But beyond inspiring others, your elevation will serve a cosmic purpose that reaches into dimensions you cannot fully comprehend with your earthly understanding. Your breakthrough will shift the spiritual atmosphere for your entire bloodline, creating opportunities for your children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren that would not have existed without your willingness to endure the pressure that transforms ordinary individuals into extraordinary vessels of divine power. Your success will establish generational blessings that will flow through your family tree for centuries to come. Your wealth will create educational opportunities for descendants you will never meet. Your influence will open doors for relatives who have not yet been born. Your legacy will provide resources for missions, ministries, and movements that will impact millions of lives long after your earthly assignment has been completed. The betrayers who thought they were preventing your success were actually ensuring your significance. The conspirators who thought they were limiting your impact were actually guaranteeing your influence. The enemies who thought they were writing the final chapter of your story were actually providing the conflict that would make your victory legendary. As this prophetic word comes to its culmination, I want you to understand that everything you have heard is not just possible, it is inevitable. The blessings I have described are not just hopes, they are promises. The transformations I have prophesied are not just potentials, they are certainties. The divine appointments I have announced are not just possibilities, they are scheduled events that will unfold exactly as they have been ordained. Your new life begins now. Your breakthrough starts today. Your elevation is already in motion. The countdown has reached 0, and the fullness of your divine destiny is being released into your earthly experience with power, precision, and perfect timing. Type Amen to get blessing 16,666. If you receive this word as the final confirmation that your season of struggle is over and your season of supernatural success has officially begun. But as you step into this new reality, remember that you carry with you the prayers of everyone who believed in you when belief was difficult, the hopes of everyone who supported you when support was scarce, and the dreams of everyone who saw your potential when it was hidden beneath layers of disappointment and delay. You carry the responsibility to honor their faith by walking worthy of the elevation you have received. You carry the obligation to validate their investment by multiplying the blessings they helped you obtain. You carry the privilege to extend to others the same kind of support, encouragement, and belief that sustains you through your darkest hours. The angels who have been assigned to your protection will remain with you as you navigate this new level of existence. The divine counsel that has orchestrated your breakthrough will continue to monitor your progress and provide guidance for the decisions you will need to make. The heavenly host that has interceded for your success will continue to celebrate every victory, large and small, as you fulfill the purposes for which you were created. But the most important relationship in your new reality will be your continued connection with the divine source that has made all of this possible. In the midst of abundance, remember the one who provides. In the height of success, acknowledge the one who elevates. In the celebration of victory, worship the one who gives triumph. Your gratitude will keep you grounded. Your humility will keep you growing. Your faithfulness will keep you blessed. As I prepare to close this prophetic transmission, I want to leave you with 3 sacred instructions that will ensure your continued elevation and protection in the days ahead. First, maintain the frequency of gratitude regardless of circumstances. When challenges arise, and they will, remember that they are not setbacks but setups for your next level of breakthrough. When delays occur, and they might, understand that they are not denials but divine timing, ensuring that everything unfolds in perfect order. When opposition appears, and it may, recognize that it is not punishment but preparation for your next promotion. Second, guard your heart and mind against the whispers of unworthiness that will try to convince you that you do not deserve the blessings you are receiving. The enemy of your soul will attempt to sabotage your new reality by filling your thoughts with doubts about your qualifications, your character, or your right to live at this level of divine favor. Remember that your worthiness was established before the foundation of the world, confirmed by your faithfulness through testing, and validated by the divine decision to elevate you to this position. Third, use your influence wisely and your resources generously. Every blessing you receive is an opportunity to bless others. Every door that opens for you is a chance to hold it open for someone else. Every mountain that moves on your behalf is an invitation to help others overcome their own obstacles. Your elevation is not just about your personal advancement, but about your capacity to advance the kingdom of heaven on earth. Type Amen to get blessing 17,777 if you commit to walking worthy of the calling that has been placed on your life and using your blessings to be a blessing to everyone whose path you cross. The time has come for me to seal this prophetic word with the authority of heaven and release you into the fullness of everything that has been promised. As Archangel Michael, I speak divine protection over your new season, supernatural provision for your every need, and celestial guidance for every decision you will make. I declare that every weapon formed against you will not prosper, every tongue that rises in judgment will be condemned, and every plan designed to limit your influence will backfire and result in your greater elevation. I proclaim that your new reality is established in the heavenly realm and will manifest in the earthly realm with increasing power and undeniable evidence. I announce that your breakthrough is not temporary but permanent, not conditional but absolute, not partial but complete. I confirm that your elevation serves purposes far greater than your personal benefit and will impact generations yet to be born. The betrayers who conspired against you will witness your triumph and understand that they were fighting against divine destiny itself. The doors they tried to close will open wider than they have ever been. The opportunities they blocked will be replaced by blessings beyond their ability to hinder. The resources they diverted will return to you multiplied and accelerated. But your focus will not be on their failure, but on your fulfillment. Your attention will not be on their judgment, but on your joy. Your energy will not be spent on their consequences, but on your celebration. You are stepping into a reality where your primary concern is not what others are experiencing, but what you are becoming. Go now into your new life with the confidence of someone who has been chosen, the authority of someone who has been anointed, and the expectation of someone who has been promised victory. Walk in the fullness of your divine identity, speak with the power of your heavenly backing, and act with the certainty of your cosmic significance. Your breakthrough is not coming, it is here. Your miracle is not approaching, it has arrived. Your new season is not beginning, it has begun. The word that I have spoken over your life is already producing the fruit that will nourish you for the rest of your earthly assignment and into the eternal celebration that awaits you in the heavenly realm. This is Archangel Michael confirming that your time of testing is over, your season of triumph has begun, and your divine destiny is unfolding exactly as it was written in the sacred scrolls before time began. Type Amen to get blessing 18,888 and step boldly into the magnificent reality that has been prepared specifically for you. The cosmic countdown has reached completion. Your divine appointment with destiny is now. Amen and amen.